Welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game, it's Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So we're very much on the way now. Burnley have chosen to go 4-3-3. Jim, here's a chance! He doesn't look too happy with that.
Yeah, we can't fault him for the attempt, although it might have been a case of momentary tunnel vision then.
Can he get it through? Oh, that is a nice touch. Drives it in. Tuanzebe is there, and he can get that clear.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Ward-Prowse. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Peter, I'm going to keep an eye out for this guy, Kyle Walker, especially...
Good chance here! And that caused a fair bit of alarm.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Now it's Broja. Now, can they get him away? A lot of space ahead of him. Goes for a shot! And it's a goal! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
After 21 minutes is number 19.
Burnley have fired themselves in front.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now. Aston, really...
He'll try from distance! Sharp and fizzing, but not quite.
A good disguise on that, though. I don't think many people would have expected him to absolutely clatter it the way he did.
Rodgers. It's a good run down the right. That's a good run down the left.
Burnley definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient.
No way through. Oh, that's a key interception. Broja has created one goal already. Looking to play him in. Now it's Watkins. Watkins! And that's a tidy finish. They have hauled themselves right back into it.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, this one always did feel hard to predict, and that's exactly how it looks like turning out.
Closing in on goal. Tries one from range. That is decidedly lacking.
It's certainly a bold attempt, and there's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though.
Cash. Looking for options for movement.
1 minute added time.
Florentino Luis. And the whistle goes for half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, both sides would have expected a closely fought match, and that's pretty much what we've got so far. The early exchanges, I think, in this second half will be worth keeping an eye on to see if any adjustments have been made to change things.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half.
Substitution on the field. Number 6, Twanzebe.
There's the
Coming
whistle
on
then to
field
start the
is
second half.
Number 36. Substitution in progress.
And here's Abraham. Can he get on the end of this? Ward-Prowse. Cash. Hannibal.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Searching pass he's played there. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Now it's Broja. And the counter is on. Well read, nice interception. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Elliott. Very nicely done. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. This looks promising. Elliott gets a cross in. Oh, it just needed a better touch, and you could see his annoyance.
Yeah, very careless, and I leave it at that.
And no, that was never going to make it.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Cash.
Aston clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
And here's Sancho.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And we have our very first corner. Sancho! And how did he not put that away?
That could yet prove very pivotal. Chances like that just can't be wasted.
Now it's Broja. Distributed tidily. 5 minutes left on the clock. Elliott gets into a good position.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
There will be 1 minute.
Tries to play it through. He's had a shot! He lifts the roof! Oh, that has got to be it! This has to be it! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
Well, they've done that. And that will be the final act. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. That was so very, very good. Abraham taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. So a game of thrills and tiny margins, so many what-ifs and what might-have-beens, but eventually we have a winner.
Well, I thought only one team could win this, certainly in the last few minutes, Peter. They didn't half make it hard on themselves, but sometimes you just have to win games whatever way you can, and that they did.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me, and to wish you all a very good evening.